Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Desperados going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Desperados and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks Seahawks last week, they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Duke Johnson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Oh, fighting off the defender. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all... almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Maddox finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Maddox firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6.
There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And all the way in for the touchdown. Duke Johnson, 95 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
that's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. throwing on first down. Maddox toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Maddox. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Off the play fake. Maddox. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyler Davison able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say
blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll look to throw here. Well, pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, Maddox. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing again. Maddox. It's complete. Flater, right side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to the air on 2nd down. Maddox throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Maddox eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. He may try and run for the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
On first down, Maddox. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
A final shot before break. Maddox. He's going to let this one go deep. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Set. Boom. Landed. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Maddox. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Saints on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Maddox. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, now they'll try the end around. Finding room inside the 40. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Following the fumble recovery, Maddox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Maddox over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on second down, Maddox. It's caught. Baldwin. Just shy of the end zone at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Maddox. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here now the offense heading back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run. Again, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run. Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So they'll try again with Anderson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Room here to run. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing to start the drive. Maddox flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go! Green!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Maddox. And he's got it over the middle, Fleener. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. In the red zone this time. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Maddox. It's complete to Fleener. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Operating from the gun. Maddox dancing to a touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Off-play action. Maddox. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Off the play fake. Maddox. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
He finds his man, Baldwin, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Maddox. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Gun!
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on first down. Maddox. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney.
Off play action. Maddox. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for our visitors, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to